All right, time now for a look at your business stories. Tyler Orton with Business in Vancouver joining us now. And Tyler, let's start off with CETA. Finally, this deal being signed over the weekend, but I understand there are still some hurdles before it can be fully ratified.
Yeah, it's good news for a lot of people who thought that this free trade agreement with the EU was dead just a few short months ago after Britain voted to leave the European Union. But as you say, even though this has been signed by Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, as well as members of the European Union, it still has to have a lot of ratification left from as many as 40 different national and regional parliaments in order to get the full implementation. Now, the earliest implementations, those are going to go into effect in early 2017. But as I said, there's wider reaching attributes of this thing that's going to have to go and pass through all these parliaments. Still a bit of an uphill climb for this. But if it happens, Canada's looking at increasing trade by $12 billion annually with the European Union. We're going to have access to about $500 million more people to trade with. So it could be a good benefit for Canada if and when it does officially come to pass.
All right. Okay. We will wait for that. And obviously today is Halloween. Taking a look at how Halloween actually affects our economy. You have some interesting numbers to tell us about.
Yeah, I think everybody knows Halloween very much a North American holiday, but it looks like Canadians are even bigger spenders than our neighbors to the south. If we break down the numbers, we can look at the spending. Now, keep in mind these are U.S. versus Canadian dollars, but Canadians are expected to spend $1.5 billion on Halloween. Americans, $8.4 billion U.S. If you break down the numbers and do a little bit of math, we actually spend, Canadians, 40% more per capita than Americans do. So we like to spend, and that, of course, has a big impact on trick-or-treaters. We had a peak back in 2002 of 4.1 million children going out trick-or-treating. It's down this year. We're looking at 3.8 million going out to trick-or-treats. But, of course, that has a big impact on candy sales. $418 million expected to be spent. That was last year, so we're expecting around the same number this year. So
wow.
A lot of candy involved.
How many pounds of candy is that? And a lot of trips to the dentist as well.
Oh, I can imagine, yes.
And Tyler, you're also sharing a little look at yourself, young Tyler, as a Ninja Turtle.
Yeah, this takes me back. That's my sister and I. Back when I was 6, my sister was 5, and Ninja Turtles were the biggest thing at that time. I loved Leonardo. I had to dress up like him. If you see on my back, I actually have like a medieval sword. That was the closest thing I could find to like a ninja sword back in the day.
Love it. Okay, and your colleague, Hayley Woodin, also sharing her costume. I believe she's a rabbit here.
I have never seen that photo of her, so I think that's quite amazing. I have to talk to Hayley about that in the newsroom today.
It's great. It's so much fun to see how people dressed up as children. Thank you, Tyler, so much for joining us.
Thank you, Sonia.